everyone, thanks for being here. I'm Michelle. Welcome to Ivy and Hayes Art Studio. Today we are going to do a ribbon pour and we're going to swipe it with some black cell activator. We're working on a 16 by 20 canvas today. If you're a purple person, this one is for you. So let me go get my hair up, my gloves on, and then we'll pour. Okay, before I show you the colors that we're going to be working with today, let's take a look at the pin for the day. It says everything is going to be okay. And it might not be perfect, but okay is sometimes fine. That'll do. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to be positive that everything's going to work out just exactly how I want it, but if not, it'll be okay. So let me go ahead and show you the colors. We've got the first color we have is Bronze by Amsterdam. And then we have Dioxazine Purple by Atelier. And then we have Permanent Blue Violet by Amsterdam. And then we have Ultramarine Violet by Golden. So lots of different shades of purple. So we get lots of shadows. And this one is a custom color. That's what I painted the edges with too. This is I call it Periwinkle, but it's actually 4 parts titanium white, 2 parts permanent blue violet, and 1 part King's blue. And I think those are all Amsterdam colors. And then we have Oriental violet. That's by Pebeo. And we have, this is also a combo custom color. This is a combination of turquoise green and phthalo green, both by Amsterdam. And then we have pearl white, just to kind of give it a little bit of shimmer. None of these colors are shimmery. And then Quinacradone rose by Amsterdam. So it's mainly purples, and we've got like 4 different accent colors. So I'm hoping those add a little bit of fun to the painting. So, okay, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna pour the colors all around on the canvas, and then I'm going to swipe it with a black cell activator, and then we're going to tilt it off. So I don't really think it matters which colors go down first, but we'll just put little ribbons of some of the colors on here. That's the Dioxazine. I love these ribbons because you never know how they're going to turn out. Okay, we're going to layer some of these purples, and then we'll put some of the accent colors in between. Let's see. It just looks like a big mess, but I think it's going to look really pretty once it's all swiped. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and put some of these accents in here. Pearl white. This is a lot of paint too for this canvas. So whatever falls off, I will scoop up and use in another painting. I'm not putting too much of that one. That one's just kind of like to break up some of the purple. Okay. All right. So now let's get the cell activator. So there's 2 different ways that you could do the cell activator. You can kind of tilt it out first and stretch it, stretch the colors out, and then add the cell activator. And if you do it that way, the cells on the cell activator don't stretch out as much because the paint is kind of already stretched out. But I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now, put the cell activator on before we've stretched anything out. And what that's going to do, that is going to give us bigger cells because they have to stretch out as well, along with the other colors. So let's try that. And I've got a pretty good sized palette knife. And I think I'm going to start in the bottom and just kind of swirl my way up. So let's see how this works out. Okay, I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but okay. So we've got the black cell activator on here. And so I'm going to just very gently, I'm going to go over the paint and we'll go off to the side. Ooh, pretty already. Okay, let's do that again. Okay. All right. And then we'll start over here on the side and we'll come in, we'll make this one a little more, maybe a little more swirly. I don't know. Let's see how this. Oh no. Okay, well, we got a little bit of, I call that smear. We got a little bit of smear in there. But you know what I can do? I have a different size palette knife. Actually, do I like that? I might like that. Okay, do we need any more? Do we need any more? I've got a tiny little one here. Look, that's probably going to go off anyway. So, no, you know what? Let's just stay with those. Let's just stay with those two. And we'll go ahead and start. Let's see where the weight of the paint is. Let's kind of swirl it around. Ooh, pretty. Okay, we took it off that side first. And then let's go off of this side. All right. Bring it back to the center. Let's go off over here. Okay. Let's bring it back to the center before we go off over here. These ones were getting a little bit stretched out, and so I'm going to kind of put them back in their place. And then we'll stretch it out, and then we'll go back to the middle again. Ooh, pretty. Wow, I like this. Okay, let's go ahead and go off this corner. Ooh, the sides are nice too. All right, let's bring it back to the middle. Okay. You can still see that the middle is moving a little bit. Not too much. I don't think this would crack. I think it'll be fine. But I'm just going to take a little bit off. And I don't really like that corner over there. I'm going to see if we could get rid of that. There we go. All right. Now let's bring those colors back a little bit more back towards the middle. The part that's not swiped. So what do you think? Do you like having parts that aren't swiped in with parts that are swiped? I really like this. Look at the colors. Oh, the lacing is so colorful and pretty. And you know what? I think that pearl white really is making these, I think those are going to be really pretty when it's dry. Okay. I like this. What do you think? Ooh, I like it. I really like this one. Oh, yay. So everything turned out okay. All right, let me go ahead and take off my gloves and I will bring you in so you can do a quick flyover on this one. And then, of course, I'll show it to you when it's dry. Okay. Look at this. Look at how pretty they are. Look at we do have some shimmer because of the pearl white. And oh my goodness, look at the lacing on here. Look at this. Watch, let me show you this side right here. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, I love this. All the way to the corners. And look at the sides too. The sides finished really pretty. And that's because we had a good amount of paint on it. So all of it was able to roll over onto the sides. But look at this. I'm really glad that we did that I did the swipe, but I left some of it. I'll back away so you could see it. So, oh, I think this is really pretty. Let's see how it dries. I think it's gonna dry really nice. So I will show you. Okay, here she is dry. There's so many pretty little areas to look at. I love these little, like these little gold strips in here. They look like little pebbles through here. And I think this is my favorite area, all right here. I just think that that's really pretty. And the lacing, the color, all the different colors of lacing on here. I think they're very, very pretty. I don't think this one is going to need resin. I think a varnish is going to be just fine on this. Look at that dioxazine purple, that really, really dark one. And yeah, I don't think it needs resin. Resin will give it more like a glass-like finish. And I think the colors just pop through perfectly on their own. So I don't think it really needs an extra pop on here. So anyway, I think it's beautiful. I hope you like it too. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very, very much. And I think that's a wrap, and I hope you come back. Bye for now.